thank you so much for joining my YouTube channel today. I wanted to talk to you guys about feeling stuck in life. You know, when you're in that place where you're in this horrible rut and you're trying to figure out, how do I get out of this? Well, it can be so debilitating and exhausting. It's like running around in circles and never getting to anywhere or getting to that end point. And the frustrating thing is, it feels like this invisible force that keeps you from getting to your dreams. Now, another thing that we can equate this to is quicksand. You know, when you're like sinking and you're kicking and trying everything that you can do to get out and nothing is happening. That's when you have to figure out that, whoa, I need to just chill out, take a moment, and take back the control in my life. The interesting thing is, we're not the only ones that have gone through this in our lives. We've had great, ambitious, intelligent people like Einstein, Walt Disney. All of them have gone through this path. The great news about that to me is that it doesn't matter who you are or what obstacle that you're going through. If these great people can do it, and they were ordinary people at one point, then you and I can get out of this rut as well. So I have this great little quote by E.M. Foster. It says, "We must be willing to let go of the life we have planned as to have the life that is for us." That is really, really essential to know. A lot of this life that we're living is lives that society has placed on us or our family has placed on us, and we've never really found our own. And we have to let go of all of these things and internally figure out who we are. So the first thing that we need to do is face our fears, look at the obstacle that's in front of us and say to yourself, I know that you exist, I know that you're there, but guess what? I'm going to keep moving forward regardless. Now, by doing that, you're taking back control, right? And you're taking back control of three things: your behavior, your emotions, and your feelings. Yes, we all need to do that at some point in our lives. So by taking back control, you're essentially making a choice. You're making a choice to not be a victim of your situation. Another thing that we need to look at is, how do we effectively get this done? Well, the first thing that you're doing is you're going to move past the obstacle. You're going to look at everything that you're trying to do and simplify it to the things that are more effective, the things that are going to get you the change that you need to see, the progress. So instead of overwhelming yourself with busy work, look at the things that you really need to get done. And even if they're 20 things, 100 things, or maybe 5 things, take them one step at a time, complete one, and then move on to the other. Never think of things as time consuming, especially when it's something that you are really working on and you're really trying to be successful. Just look at it as, this is something that I need to do and it's going to get done. And by the way, if you love what it is that you're doing, time won't even be an issue. But what happens is, people say, oh my God, this is going to take me 20 years to do. This is going to take me 5 years to do, or a year to do. Don't look at it that way. Just enjoy it, live in the moment as it's happening. Another thing that I would suggest is, get rid of the notion of impossibilities. Nothing is impossible. A lot of times we really psych ourselves up. We're our worst enemies. We get into our heads and we say like, I can't get through this. It's impossible. I can't finish school. I can't get married. I can't have another child. Impossibilities rarely happen, and we really need to stop feeding ourselves that lie. Nothing is impossible. If you really set your mind to it, if it's something that you really want to do, you're going to find a way to do it. Another thing that you want to do is break out of those funky routines. I get it. A lot of us live by routines. It allows us to get things done. It allows us to organize, prioritize our times. It's efficient. But guess what? As soon as something changes in your life, you have a panic attack. You can't handle it because that routine doesn't allow you to to take risks. So I would say that get rid of those routines and try to take a risk at something, regardless of what the outcome or how many things are negatively behind you. If it's something that you're passionate about, take the risk, because it's the only way that you'll really see what your full potential is. So again, I'm telling everyone, take a risk as often as possible by changing your routine. Change, that's the biggest thing. People get stuck in a rut because they don't allow themselves to change. Go a different route, date someone different, read a different book, see a movie that's outside your scope, but always allow yourself to evolve in life. And the only way that you can effectively evolve is if you're always changing. So again, change is a really, really great thing. So we've realized that fear is really the culprit of keeping us stuck in our current decision or not allowing us from getting to point A to point B. So how can we deal with fear that makes everything seem so impossible, that keeps us from taking risk in life? Well, the first thing that you want to do is you want to acknowledge fear. You want to say, fear, I'm not letting you take over my life. You want to say to this fear that's like taking over your life that I know that you're here, I accept that you're here, but I'm going to get things done anyway. Do it while you're afraid. The greatest things have been done while you are afraid of the outcome. And I think if you take all of these teachings, it will help you effectively get through the rut. And little by little, as you're doing things to strategically get you closer to your dream, you will see changes in life. So don't do busy work. Do things that will effectively help you. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on this topic. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.